Hey, hey, how are you guys? I have a great idea. Let's do some makeup. You know I always want to play in the makeup. So, hi, my name's Brenda and I'm a Seint Makeup artist. So today I'm going to be doing a complete tutorial with Seint's cream makeup. And then I'm going to be doing an eye look that showcases the Mistletoe Collection, which is these 4 colors right here. This is Pup, Revival, Bird, and Coal. So off we go. Let's get started. And I'm going to use a brush today for part of it that was in one of our collections last month. Black Friday, I should say. Black Friday. That was a wild day, wasn't it? So if you're just tuning in, welcome. So happy to have you. And whether you watch the replay or if you're live with me, feel free to ask questions. And occasionally I see if I can put my glasses on and read what you're saying. All right, well, let's get started. I have some color correcting that really needs to be done. So I'm going to start with this sweet little color called Sunlit. And that's one of our highlight colors. And know that when I am doing this makeup, I am just barely tapping on color under my eye because I want to color correct and not conceal. Big difference. And color correcting is with cream. A cream highlighter is not going to settle and crease and build up and do all that rotten stuff that we've tried to do for so many years with concealer. So, I am color correcting right under my eyes, and it just takes a second. We also have demi products that you can color correct with, and I think I'll be dropping a video soon about demi. All right. There we go. That's enough for that. And while I'm thinking about it, I am going to go in and prime my eyes with my brightening highlight color. So they'll be, I like that to just settle for a few minutes before I do my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And why do we prime our eyes? I used to wonder, why do we do that? Well, if you don't like the way your eye shadow looks, you definitely need to prime. It's gonna, with this product, it's gonna kind of smooth out your eyelids a little bit because it's cream and I'm just tapping it on. And it's gonna give your eyeshadow a little something to hang on to. So your eyeshadow should stay a lot longer and go on a lot more smooth too. And then, do we see this red nose? We do, don't we? This is a color called Aspen. It's a contour color. Contouring is typically not a color corrector, but this brown has a lot of green in it. And so watch it just take the red right out of my nose, which is very red because I just came in from outside. It's hard to come in from inside, isn't it? So there we go. Sorry, I'm trying to look over the writing that it's showing me so I can see my nose. Okay. And I have I'm a little red over here today. You know, sometimes our skin is reactive. Sometimes it's the weather. Sometimes it's hormones. Sometimes it's lack of sleep. Whatever it is, I just want to make it stop. So that's what we did. All right, I am going to use this little brush out of our demi line. And I love it to apply with. I am a light coverage girl. I don't like a lot of makeup on, and Seint Makeup is heavily pigmented, so it doesn't take very much at all. So when you see me tapping into one of the colors, know that I am barely tapping into the color. This is a contour called Indigo, and technically it's supposed to be too dark for me, but I absolutely love it. So I'm going to use it. And this is the smudge brush, and it's my favorite brush to apply contour with, especially. So you can feel this cheekbone, just get that cheekbone right there. If you have never contoured, don't be afraid of contour. It is one of the most beautiful things you can do with your face. It is. If you haven't met me before, I'm an artist, and so I love contour, and I love the fact that it accentuates your bone structure, and it very gently blends the your makeup into your hairline, so you just don't have that abrupt, oh, my makeup stopped. So that's one of my favorite things about it, because it's always bothered me when my makeup had this just abrupt stop at my hairline. So we have found a way to get around that. And then I just use what's left in my brush and do a little bit under my lips to draw that out. So there we are. We've contoured. It took that long. I could do it a lot faster if I weren't doing this live. Okay, and now I'm going to use this to apply the brightening highlight, which is typically a shade or two lighter than your main highlight color. This is White Peach, and I'm going to brighten just in the corners of my eyes, not underneath. My days of highlighting my eyes are over. In a major way, over. Okay, so we just brightened around our eyes. And then we're going to brighten just really gently here. And when I use a fluffy brush to apply like this, I almost blend it as I go. I love these little fluffy brushes to apply with, because I'm a light coverage girl. I don't like much makeup, and they're so easy to work with and not overdo. And it's a very delicate little brush, so it doesn't have a lot of body to it, so you know you're not going to pick up a ton of makeup with it. Okay, we have brightened. So now I'm going to go into my main highlight color, which is Candlelit. And this is the color that's closest to your skin color. And since I already have drawn a little roadmap here, I know right where to put this. I'm just going to put it in the spaces. This is where I go under my eyes. And I'm even going to blend this into the brightener so that there's more of the darker color than the bright. And I'm just filling in the roadmap I made. Just really gently with not very much makeup. Are you all familiar with Seint Makeup? Have you seen it? Have you tried it? Do you wear it? Where are we at with this group today? Okay, now I'm going to put just a little bit on the end of the brush that I'm going to blend with. And I'm going to start lightest to darkest, just blending this makeup ever so gently. And if I were using a stiffer brush, I would just stipple this makeup, but since this is a very light, fluffy brush, I'm just kind of more patting it and swirling it, just kind of pressing it in. Great thing about this makeup is it's so versatile. I could put it on with my fingers and spots all over my face and blend. You can put it on in lines. You could brush it on like I did. The key is just get it on your face. So I'm going to blend these 3 colors and have one layer of makeup and see how this contour gently blends at my hairline. So there's not just an abrupt stop at your hairline. And now I'm just gonna tap this contour and gently work it around a little bit. And the great thing about Seint is it's so forgiving. I want to touch up just a little more here. You can add, if you think you missed a spot somewhere, you can add a little bit more. Okay. So now that becomes our foundation color. We have 3 different colors on that we just blended together to become our foundation color. And now I'm going to start highlighting part of one of the collections. So there's 2 lip and cheeks that come with the Mistletoe Collection that we're going to do. And it's called Summer Love and Black Cherry. And don't let this black cherry color fool you. It is, in my opinion, the most gorgeous product Seint Makeup ever created. I definitely am in the Black Cherry fan club. So I'm going to do an ombre blush with these 2 colors. And I'm going to use Summer Love down here on the bottom end. And it's going to blend together. I am so glad they put these 2 colors in a collection because it is going to be absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to show you what Summer Love looks like on its own. There's a swatch. It's a very, very light color. And Black Cherry looks like this on its own. So Black Cherry's a gloss, and Summer Love, not sure if that's a gloss or not. I have a feeling it might be. All right, so I'm going to start on my lips with Summer Love. Hey, Gail. Happy to see you. I'm working with the Showcase Collection. The Mistletoe Collection. Okay, so if you are a pale neutral lip person, you are in luck here. So that's Summer Love alone. And then we have Black Cherry. Like I said before, I'm an artist, so I love to mix colors. In fact, I was an acrylic pour artist. And part of the joy of making a big acrylic pour painting is mixing the colors. It really didn't blend very good right here. Okay, so look at that beautiful lip color. And you need to know when you go to the website, Black Cherry is going to look about as black as this cardigan sweater I have on. And this is what it looks like. Oh wow, that just blended without hardly doing anything to it. What a beautiful color combination. There we are. And then I like to take, if there's a little bit left in my brush, and just spread it around like the interior decorator and the artist do when they're working on a project. Okay, so there we have our base face finished, and let's do a pretty eye look to go with that. So I'm going to start with one of my favorite colors to work with, and you can tell I like it because there's a nice big hole in the center. This is called Pup, and it's one of the most beautiful neutral matte colors you can use on your lid. And I'm just going to give it a good pat around. Sorry, I forgot to blend my contour up here in the nose. Okay. Then we're going to do the same thing over here. Just going to tap a little on. And when you're working with your eyeshadow, you will like the end result so much better if you allow yourself time to build your eye look versus trying to put it all on at the same time. It's going to be so much more smooth and even. Gail, you're in the Black Cherry Club. Okay. Have you played in your makeup yet? All right. Yes, I love Black Cherry too. It is probably in 99% of the color matches that I send out. All right. So if you are a very neutral, oh yeah. Oh, I'm so glad. I can't wait to see a picture. If you're a very neutral eye look girl, this could be your all day, every day eye look. Just Pup alone. But let's put Bird with it. And we're going to go just into right above your crease. And then I work really high up. Ah, Jeannie. Well, do you need some help, Jeannie? Is there anything I can help you with? I think I do want you to know we get better and better with this makeup as we go, and you will develop your own way. And just after a while, the funny thing is, you can ask me which brush is my favorite brush to apply with if you're only going to get one. And then later on, I'll use another brush and think, no, this is my favorite. So it's just so versatile. And you can message me if you have any questions or anything that I can do to help you, Jeannie. And feel free to do that. All right, so here is a gorgeous 2-color look. So that's what I'm for. I am your Seint artist. And if you have trouble or a question or anything, you can text me, message me, whatever you need. And that's one of the joys of Seint Makeup is you pick your artist. And I grew up in a generation where customer service was a big deal. And so I love being able to help. Okay, so we're blended, and this would be a gorgeous 2-color look, and you could stop right here. But let's go into Revival. Revival is this gorgeous, almost burgundy. Where'd she go? Almost burgundy look right here. And this is in the Mistletoe Collection with the lip and cheek that I just put on. Black Cherry and Summer Love. I guess they did have to put Summer Love in the Mistletoe Collection, huh? So remember right where you dropped your eye color, if you're doing like an accent color like this one, remember the first place you touch it is where it's going to be the heaviest. So I like to start mine right here and work in, because if you work out first, you're going to have more to clean up out here. And we want to make sure things are looking up when we're done. Want the attention to be drawn up. Up and out. It's the name of the game. Oh, I didn't do my eyes like this earlier today, and all day I've looked in the mirror and thought, why do I not like this look? And now I know exactly why. Because I am a 3-color look girl. Or more even. Oh my gosh. I do this thing called Friday Night Glam on TikTok. And boy, it usually lasts a couple hours, and we just play in the makeup. And after a while, I can have on a lot of different looks. It's so fun. Okay, I'm going to stop blending right there, and I'll show you why. But before I do anything else, I'm going to add one other color to this look. And this is Hot Chocolate. And I'm going to start with just adding a little bit with my fingers. And one reason I like to do my eyeshadows with my fingers is because you have more control about how much you're tapping on and where you're putting it. So this is Hot Chocolate. So pretty. Such a pretty deep winter look. All right, and then I'm gonna do it. I'm going to show you this little trendy move and watch how it's going to brighten the center of my eyes. So I am going to use this little color called, I think this is Aries. Nope, this is Venus. Very close in color. So I'm just going to take Venus and we're going to do just a little bit right here in the center, just to brighten the center of your eye. And this is also one of those times when you want to build your color and not try to put it all on it in the same go. I'm going to do just a little underneath. And then we're going to dry brush the whole look. And what is dry brushing? Dry brushing is just working with a dry brush just to blend it out just the way you want it. Sometimes the blend is the key to the eye look you're going for. Okay, let's get some eyebrows on this scene. So this is often one thing that we forget to do is even if you have those beautiful, full eyebrows that are so popular right now that I do not, don't forget to give those a little bit of love. And they frame your face, and watch what just a little bit can do here. Thank you guys for the love I see going up there. I appreciate it. And then when you're like, I like to accentuate this part of my brow and not the part where it turns down. And it doesn't have to be a big difference, but it's just really partial to accentuating the inside. It's not going to draw your eye down as much because they are going to turn down. Almost everybody's eyebrows have a downturn. The poor girl that tattooed my eyebrows. This one, oh my gosh, the one I'm working on right now was so much lower. And I have a muscle thing over here that pulls this one higher. Oh, the joys. Thank you guys. Okay, so we found some eyebrows there, didn't we? So I forgot, indigo is much darker than the contour color I typically work with. So I'm going to go into a lighter brown color of eyeshadow and just set this contour cream that I just put on my brows, and it doesn't take much. Just a little. There we are. Okay, now this is, so we did our eyes, and thank you guys. We did our eyes, and now we got this little mess going on under here, and we're not just gonna leave it like that. We are gonna go into our brightening highlight and clean this up. And this is also another chance to move the attention up, draw the attention up, and Give yourself a little bitty lift right here. And I'm going to really gently tap this in. So much better. There we are. And now the attention is up here where we want it. I already did my mascara, so I'm not going to line my eyes because it's too hard, but I will touch it up a little bit. So this Mistletoe Collection is beautiful. And I priced it out. It's a pretty good discount. And I love that you can click on the collection and throw it in your cart and you're good to go. Collections are always good. Almost whatever website you're at, look for bundles or collections and you're going to be in the cheaper game. Sorry, my nose is, we had a really cold spell that came through and my nose is like, what? Say what? Okay, let me clean my fingers off real good because now I'm going to do one of my favorite parts of doing my makeup. And the funny thing is, I haven't worn illuminator for years because it was powder and it settled in my fine lines and wrinkles. This is rose gold. It's a cream illuminator. I'm just going to tap a little on here to give myself an immediate eye lift. Look at that. It's not drastic. It's not a screamer, hey! It's just a really calm, peaceful little color. And you can also soften the line of your eyeshadow right here. So if you're in a hurry and you don't want to blend all day, just hit it with rose gold. In fact, that's why I stopped blending when I did, so I could show you how you can just soften that edge line there. Rose gold is just gorgeous. Okay, I already have gloss on here on my blush, but I'm going to put just a little bit right here. So if we were going out tonight, heads would turn when you walk in for dinner at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Oh gosh. All right. And now I'm going to do, you can illuminate a little bit on your nose. Don't get too carried away because you've already brightened your nose with your brightening highlight, but you can do that too. But my favorite is hit your lips. It just changed the color. Now, if I had a matte lip color on and I did it with illuminator, it would turn it to a frosted lip right away. And this one just turned frosted like that, and it's not even a matte lip. So it also lightened the color. So what would I do if I didn't like that? I would, let's see if I can just do something here right in my palette. Let's say you're in the bathroom at the restaurant and you have lightened your lip too much. That is indigo. Indigo is the contour that I just used on my brows and on my cheeks. And now we have a beautiful, oh my gosh. So indigo contour with black cherry and summer love is beautiful. I love to play in the makeup. I must have chosen the right career, huh? So there we just deepened it a little bit with black cherry. So don't be afraid to play and experiment with your colors. Color is a beautiful thing. And keep in mind that all Seint makeup is heavily pigmented. So it doesn't take very much. It's pigmented probably almost 3 times as much as other makeups are. So keep that in mind. All right, meet Seint Bud. This is our perfecting sponge. I call him Seint Bud. Seint Makeup, Blending Bud, Seint Bud. When you first meet Bud, he's about this big. And when you pre-moisten him, so you can pounce your makeup, it's going to turn into the softest, coolest cloud. It's amazing. So it's not your average drugstore blending bud, for sure. And if you're interested in grabbing Seint Bud right now, go to the Snowflake collection on the website, and it's a little bit cheaper. So we're just going to pounce this makeup, just tapping it in, and it is going to give you a flawless, absolutely flawless finish. You know, for years, I used to dream of a makeup that you could wear that left you with a glow. Look, there's hardly anything on there, and that's, because he's pre-moistened, he's not going to take off all the hard work you do. He's just going to take off any excess. So I dreamed of a makeup that didn't take forever to put on, that made my skin glow when I was finished, and I could never find it. And then one day they created Seint Makeup, and I was a happy girl again. So we do have a setting powder, and your setting powder, let's see, I'm looking for a brush I can use. Your setting powder is right here in your palette. And you can just tap on a little setting powder. Oh, I know a little trick I'll show you. This is a great little trick. So you can tap on your setting powder wherever you want it to go. Watch this. This is a really great way you can set under your eyes without using powder, because I don't know about you, powder's not something I want under my eyes. So I'm going to take our setting spray, and this is a fluffy eyeshadow brush. I'm just going to give it a little whirl in the setting spray, and then I'm going to tap it right under my eye. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I rarely spray setting spray at my face. I use it for everything except that. And then I'm just going to tap this little eyeshadow look and set it with this setting spray. And there we are. We did it. We're done. And we've showcased the Mistletoe Collection and Seint Makeup. I hope you enjoyed. I always enjoy. I never take it lightly when I get to spend time with you. Thank you so much for being here. If you're watching the replay and you have questions, feel free to ask. I'll come back and check. So, ta-ta for now.